So welcome to the next in our online series of messages brought to you by the folks at the Raleigh Congregational Church. This is Reverend Tom Bentley, the pastor. We hope these messages can help you in your life journey. If you'd like to know more about the ministry of the Raleigh Congregational Church, you'll have some more information at the end of this video. So thank you again for spending time with us. Peace and best wishes. So grace and peace to you from our friend Jesus. Well, what's happening in the world today? It seems to me a lot of noise. There is a lot of noise. We're overwhelmed by it. Human noise, screaming, raging, contorting, often in the context of violence and very often in the context of, yes, religion. Religion. That is a word that I don't like to use because its root is really very clear in its non-sacred meaning. It's from a Latin word religare, which means to bind, stick stuff together, glue things together, bind them, wrap them up. Religio is the derivative, and religion is what brings us together. And that understanding of togetherness is clearly in any faith community. However, religion is often a pejorative term, a negative term that people use. I don't agree with organized religion. And they have a right to be negative because in the name of religion, what we're having happen is a tribal narrative, an angry, divisive, insular, attacking tribal narrative. And I'm deeply concerned that people with the most vociferous of voices, the screaming, hatred, and even racism, often I see a cross on their lapel or around their neck. That's depraved. Now, Jesus has something to say about that. He called it out. He quoted the words of Isaiah. He was there in the temple and he confronted the Pharisees who were trying to make it happen. But clearly the people of his day, as in every day, were bonding to this tribal identity, this vicious sort of us and them point of view. And Jesus said, these people make a big show of saying the right thing, but their heart isn't in it. They're acting like they're worshiping me, but they don't mean it. They just use me as a cover for teaching whatever suits their fancy. Jesus is quoting Isaiah, and Isaiah is talking about the divine, about the Creator God. People are not pursuing the will of the loving one, but pursuing their own strange human interests. That's the source of our noise today. What is real religion? Meaning authentic. Not orthodox, not a set of rules that makes a tribe ever more present, and those rules are often used to build power for that tribe. I'm talking about an authenticity of the heart, a real love and faith, a real religion. We are not seeing that as once we did. I think there were many more easygoing people in the world who truly were instruments of grace and peace. They made no noise. They were quiet in their devotion. But what made their religion, their faith, real? I think the author of James speaks to it. This author in the New Testament is one who always talks about having faith be something in action, not just an idea or a feeling or, yes, a set of rules for a tribe. No, faith alive is in the love and the grace. This is what the author of James says about real religion. Real religion, the kind that passes muster before God the Father, is this: reach out to the homeless and loveless in their plight, and guard against corruption from the godless world. We are being attacked by a godless world, and the folks that are attacking are doing it in the name of religion. This is a great struggle. It's gone on since the beginning of time, and we always need to push back. The instruments of our resistance are love and compassion and truth. Truth is critical, and we are blessed to have the scientific method of discerning what is actual and what is simply made up. We have the ability to measure things and to project actions. We have the language of mathematics, which is consistently accurate. We need to bind all of that understanding in this great surrounding force field of truth, which is known in the love of the Divine One, that divine force of love in the universe. And as Christians, we're invited to find a very authentic conversation and relationship with Jesus, who can guide us in this authentic path of life. So in His name and in the spirit of that inclusivity, that truth, and that quiet devotion, I offer you this message. Thank you, and goodbye. So thank you for spending time with us. If you'd like to know more about the First Congregational Church of Rowley, you can go online at firstchurchrowley.org. Of course, we'd always like to hear from you. You can call us anytime at 978-948-3993. So again, peace and best wishes. Goodbye.